You guys really enjoyed the last reaction video where I went and watched cheaters getting caught live in tournaments on stream. And despite the fact it wasn't Call of Duty focused, there were so many COD cheaters. It was kind of crazy. And I don't know why, as I mentioned during that video, cheating COD gets you nothing. Nobody gives a crap about your rank. They don't care about, there's really no reason to. It gets you nothing unless you are good enough as a player to compete on the world stage. And in which case you can't fake it there, right? As you saw, there are people that tried and they got caught live cheating in tournaments, which is crazy, on LAN. And I thought, well, what if we watched some COD related stuff today and reacted to that? And I thought, what would be a good thing? Well, a lot of people talk about how aim assist has or hasn't changed over the years. And I have definitely earned my old status in this game where I'm an unk, if you want to say, sure. But BO2 was the best COD ever made. I've mentioned it a lot of times before. And if you look at the difference in accuracy on Black Ops 2 compared to today, it is out of this world. And so I went and pulled two different games, all right? I have, wrong one. Where is it? It's this one. I have Optic Gaming versus FaZe. Championship losers round 5 here at MLG Anaheim 2013. And then I also have a video from Scump that he uploaded recently, like a year ago, or about-ish, where they did a throwback Black Ops 2 tournament, and you watch Optic versus Optic. Old Optic, these guys, versus new Optic, which is, the current team, basically. And you want to see the difference in accuracy among the players. It is out of this world. And so I hope this doesn't get hit with copyright, but we'll see. Oh my God, Golden Boy and is that Benson?
Back to MLG Anaheim.
Yep, Benson. Champ Sunday. Optics in their white jerseys. They're in losers round 5. I met these guys back then. I played in some MLG events in 2009 through 2011-ish. And I worked at Twitch, if you guys didn't know. It was back then, it was Justin TV. And so I went to a lot of these events and I met all of these guys in person back when this was the original team. It was Merc, Big Timer, Nadeshot, and Scump. I met Scump when he was on Quantic, which you guys, not a team nowadays, you guys don't know Quantic, but that was Black Ops 1 back then. So a lot of history with a lot of the old school players of Call of Duty, whether they're competitive or content creators. A lot of my content creator friends from back then are not around nowadays. So I do have a little bit of insider knowledge here, thankfully, which is why I thought it'd be fun to do a reaction video, along with the fact that I agree BO2 is the best COD ever made. So let's fast forward here. Let's get to the important stuff.
You could imagine. I can't wait.
Yeah, this is huge. Well. These are huge teams still back then, by the way. Big nowadays, big back then too. So Merc, Scump, Nadeshot, Big Timer, all awesome guys.
MVP of MLG Anaheim from my eyes.
Well,
God, when he was with Red Bull with Matt, that's crazy.
But though, while you believe Scump has been going big, I think that Merc.
Isn't it insane how long Scump's been playing? He doesn't play now, but like how long his competitive streak went. Like
they just need
it's insane.
Together in this matchup.
And who's on FaZe's team? Methods, Zimbos, replays, Heist. Okay. I don't know Heist. Obviously, know the rest of these guys.
So at the start of the day,
I know.
Your predictions have been pretty much
oh my God.
So watch out for Embos in Search and Destroy, and obviously watch out for Nature and Search as well from the Optic.
It's crazy seeing this, dude.
Battle of the best.
Over a decade old.
Embos right there, getting ready to go. You know what, Benson? The way that I'm looking at this here,
FaZe Clan Pro.
Back and forth. That's going to be a tough one to call.
Yeah.
Search and Destroy.
So back then, let's fast forward a little bit. By the numbers, what is this? Their win rates. Win rate 50. Ooh, Optics low in S&D. Hardpoint, they're up though. CTF, they're even. Overall, 54.5 is very good though for the champs overall.
On Search and Destroy versus Optics 33% win ratio.
Where's the game start?
Brilliant work, sir.
I was gonna say back then. Dude, these MLG events were crazy. It's not really comparable to today's tournaments because it was so like grassrootsy, and I don't know how to like word that really. It was obviously a business and it was a company and it sold to the CDL. or it was created as the CDL and changed to the CDL when Activision bought the MLG.
MVP of this tournament, Optic Scumpy.
All right. So lightweight, toughness, dexterity, tac mask. This is pretty much a normal competitive setup nowadays. They do have kill streaks, by the way. Hellstorm missile, which was insane back in BO2. It's crazy because you look at this stuff nowadays and how much stuff I'm going to point out. If it was in today's competitive environment, they would ban that shit so quick. And I don't want to say that competitive people nowadays are soft or being like, fucking pussies about it, but not every game is going to be, obviously Call of Duty especially, is not going to be perfectly designed for competition. And trying to ban all the uncompetitive stuff out of it kind of kills it. It kind of, like snipers being banned nowadays, that's a stretch. And it might be mainly because the aim assist became so strong, it was just so hard to balance. Like back in these games, you're going to notice a lot of missed shots.
Let's see what Scumpy is going to do here.
Trophy system thrown out.
He is going to be...
Ooh, got grenaded out though. The trophy was around the wall, didn't block the shots.
And you can see that Big T and company trying to make their way inside of the first hard
Top
point.
house.
I guess I am
trying to get low though.
As to what their approach.
I mean, you're going to notice a lot of missed shots. And these are the top players in the world. They're not bad. Obviously, Scump is not a bad player. Never been considered bad.
Nadeshot for now, he has just got the pick there.
It's just so drastically different. The rotational is way different nowadays. The aim assist range is so different. Back in these games, aim assist did not work. I mean, look at the accuracy. They just it didn't. There was no aim assist in smokes again back then, really. But also, there was just no range to your aim assist.
The green control is more
and SMG only had aim assist for like 20 meters, 25 meters. And even within the range that they are right now, it's drastically less. Now, why did it get changed over time? There's a few rumors about that. There's a few theories. I was like, oh, because it became, mouse and keyboard. It became like, crossplay happened, so they had to buff it up. That's possible.
They just went flying
But
through that window. There was absolutely nothing he could do about it. But Embos,
I think based off of
he's going to get shut down there.
B23R,
replays, he hasn't contested
that would get banned nowadays too. Just a burst. The M8 would be banned nowadays. They wouldn't allow a burst weapon be good. There hasn't been a good burst gun in years. Trophies, those are still allowed nowadays.
FaZe had that warm up. They're not. I shouldn't say warm up, but
they're not using Ninja. But then again, it's not S&D, so kind of expected. Extreme conditioning to get to the point quicker. But they definitely would not allow the M8. They would have said you have to use like an AN94 or something. And this is still a 4-bullet SMG. The MSMC was an insanely strong SMG. The difference is that your accuracy is nowhere near as high in this game compared to Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 19, all that jazz. It's much lower. And so a 4-bullet SMG on average, the kill time is probably 20-30% slower because you're missing a bullet or 2 bullets here and there. And that might be why they ban a lot of stuff nowadays too, frankly. Like if you could put the M8 on today's level of aim assists, holy shit.
That's the question. Well, there's only 19 seconds left. He is going to pick up that kill. That gives him his Hellstorm missile. A kill away.
This is game 1 too, okay.
And the Sentry Gun, 5 kills to his name at this point. And FaZe for the first time in this game.
Standoff, one of the best maps ever made. Brought back in Cold War. Didn't do so well in Cold War as a map because Cold War sniping was like absurdly ridiculous. And this map, when everyone's sniping, not very fun. You can't make it across any line of sight. It's like torture. Trash can heady. One will be on the box heady to the left too.
Make that happen. Embos is absolutely on a tear right now, but unfortunately, he was going to get stopped by Big Timer. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Big T as he's going to hold a very crucial position.
A lot of SMGs. You seen what? One rifle, triple SMG? Hellstorm missed. That's surprising. Hellstorm was so good back in BO2. It's actually, you look at the BO2 Hellstorm compared to the BO6 Hellstorm, total ass in Black Ops 6. Totally awful.
I want to mention as well, the map set, the veto system, the first 3 maps are all standoff. This is something that we saw Optic do earlier on in the weekend, and it paid dividends to them. But meanwhile, Big T,
I mean,
the 2-piece on the half point.
The crowd's getting hyped over a 2-piece, and it took all 30 bullets to kill 2 players.
Yep, and we're going to go ahead hop on board with Nadeshot here.
Dude, it's a different game nowadays. I swear, the people that don't acknowledge that they gotta just be young players, and that's okay. You can't fault someone for not have playing the older games, but to totally I don't know, to like not believe it. I don't know. It just seems disingenuous or like really confusing to people.
Meanwhile, Nadeshot, he's actually on that hill, but Merc actually accidentally taking down
team
his
kill.
teammate. That is going to gift FaZe control of that hard point. So small mistakes can cost you.
The spectator cam is also a lot different back then. Although I don't dislike it. I think it was way more janky though. They said Black Ops 7 is going to be very similar to Black Ops 2 in terms of like the competitiveness of it in their tournament setting. I have no idea how that could possibly be true. Literally not. I don't understand. Because this game is so different.
Not able to clean up the triple. As you can see, Optic Gaming getting control of green now. Anchors are going to be in effect.
How could you possibly make Black Ops 7 like Black Ops 2? I mean, you just like either you didn't play Black Ops 2 or you're being fed some lies at that point. There's no way you can make a current game feel like this game.
They're playing this one to the T. They're up by 30 points right now. 30 plus.
I mean, dude.
Did just go down. He's there, call that out to his teammates, obviously. Meanwhile, Scumpy, he's going to be on that hard point.
It's crazy.
His name, desperately trying to defend it from the FaZe.
And I mean, I've been playing controller this year as well because it became so strong. It was just impossible.
Didn't expect to see Embos just poke his head up. They have lost control on that hard
But
point.
this is considered the best Call of Duty game ever made by almost every fan that has played the franchise for any considerable amount of time.
Let's go ahead and stick with Nadeshot here.
And look at the drastic difference in gameplay, even at the highest of highest level. This is also, I do want to point out, this is also before a lot of stuff existed. And what do I mean by that? Scuff gaming didn't exist. There was no such thing as having controllers with back buttons. That was cheating. At this point in time, that was cheating. You could not do that. I mean, just a few years prior to this, they just started adding headsets, like full-fledged headsets that were high-quality audio. That was like 2008, 9.
And right now, it is the time to slay. There's just no
You just mistimed the grenade. He's trying to zone him out because he was trying to regen his HP. Right play, just wrong timing.
And I like the fact that these players are opting to get, notice it.
I want to say, even back then, you can notice there's a meta, right? People always say, oh, they got to nerf this gun, buff this gun. I agree with a lot of buffs and nerfs asks, typically.
Getting the kills around the hard point, and then worry about streaks.
But there was a lot of good stuff that was not allowed in competitive even back then. LMGs, there were some good LMGs in this game, the LSAT. Target finders weren't allowed. The Scorpion was decent in the close range. I think the Vector was okay. It wasn't nearly as good as the MSMC, but it was okay. The AN-94 was good, but it wasn't as good at picking people off as the M8 was. So you don't see the AN-94 much. They obviously still banned explosives. They banned shotguns.
Picking up a couple of those tag nades as well as a frag. And now, as you can see, Optic, Nadeshot, and friends are
good lord, what a shit show.
They're within a couple of points.
But that hill is literally spawn on this side or spawn on the box on the other side.
But they're certainly looking to end this one as quickly as possible. You cannot let FaZe get back into this.
I mean, even that, I feel like you couldn't even walk through a door to challenge somebody in the current CODs. You are dead the second you touch the door. And I don't think they can change it back. I think the main reason they changed aim assist the way it is because it benefits the newbier players, frankly. This is before skill-based matchmaking was really heavy in Call of Duty. This is before Scuff Gaming and then people had $300, $400 controllers. This is before everybody owned a headset, frankly. Right? There's a lot of stuff. Like you can't even use a minigun nowadays. This guy has streaks that you're not even allowed to use in the current COD. They ban him.
necessary.
They ban 'em.
Looking to shut this one out right here,
And they were
right
way
now.
better back then.
It is
Even
that
nowadays,
match
kill
being
streaks are
top
dumbed down in
territory.
Call of
They're
Duty.
within earshot distance of
The kill
winning
streaks
it.
are worse. The aim assist is stronger. The matchmaking is turned up. All that stuff is trying to make the game easier for bad players to play.
Fantastic game there from Optic Gaming.
And Optic
They
won
respond in tune.
quite a bit. Oh yeah, Matt is with Red Bull back then.
This was the problem from yesterday's game, okay? When
Yep.
they played Impact, there was no hype. There was no energy coming from the Optic team. Not today. Completely rejuvenated.
That's crazy
They're
though.
going in hot
All
in
the
this
stuff
game.
that we
They
see that, you know, the M8 would be banned, the kill streaks would be banned.
But look,
Not a bad scoreline either. Overall, Big T was a little low, but you know, someone's got to do some of the stuff. You can't have everyone pop off every time.
They shot 30 and 20.
Where's the hill time?
Off the leaderboard.
They don't show that?
Two defense, sensational play from him.
Back then, I guess they
Top
didn't. That's
ranking
crazy.
Optic, 33 kills.
Yeah, I mean,
Merc popping off. God damn.
You look at it on the other side with FaZe. Struggle is the
I guess you see captures,
guys in hard points.
but you don't see hill time
I
in
mean,
there.
you know,
Really, just captures and
there.
defends.
Methods, he had a great game there, but he really needed someone else to step up with him. And I think he was hoping that it was Embos. I think Embos was hoping that it was going to be himself as well. Heist has been, you know, a little quiet. Even in the VVV matchup, Heist wasn't like, oh my God.
I mean, dude, and if you think, again, these are the best players in the world at the time, some of the best. If you think it's any different, I pulled a game here as well. And this is from Optic doing the Legacy Match tournament about a year ago. Current Optic versus old Optic. And it wasn't all old Optic. So you're going to see on old Optic, Karma, Formal, Scump, and who's the last one that's playing? We're going to see. Let's see here. Crim6. There we go, Crim. So it's old Optic players, not the team that you just saw exact, but these guys all have played on Optic throughout the years versus the new gen Optic playing currently. Well, -1/+1 with Merc, but you get the point, right?
Map that has
This is 8 months
so
old,
many
so
Call of Duty games, I probably wouldn't even get it right.
You got Pred there.
A trivia quest.
And you got Damien with
And
the
so,
Cherry Blossom
same
camo.
guns,
It's just all I needed.
same rules, I think, for the most part. I'm not sure if they have the exact same. I'm glad Scump uploaded this because, again, these guys are all really good.
The first blood onto Shotzzy. Shotzzy, the first one to find himself.
Oh, should I move my camera? It blocks that now. Hold up. Let me move my camera for you guys, too.
Again, we talked about anchoring in this game. It's extremely important to have one.
I'll put it in the
guy
corner.
boots
You guys can
around
tell the gun.
holding those spawns, making sure they got him for the next.
There we go.
P1's a little bit weird. The next one goes to Kitchen, so we got to hold.
I guess they have a few different streaks they're allowing.
Someone here has to rotate.
I wonder if they agreed to that. That looks like a war machine.
Shooting right now. Yeah, they're shooting.
Hey, enough time to warm up. These guys are absolutely beaming, man. You'd love to see it.
And here's the
David trying to push
rotation
through.
that was
They put the feed over there. That's good. Nice layout. Nice layout from these guys.
Early lead here for the Dynasty. Early rotation secured from Sethi. He's over here checking out Wade.
I mean, dude, look at how many bullets he missed. Again, no one has doubted Scump is a really good player. One of the best players of all time in the franchise. Competed for a decade plus throughout the time when aim assist was how it was in this game to what it became. And it's just insane the lack of, and I don't want to say skill because there's obviously still skill in the game, but the attempts that they have made, and I say they being Activision and the Call of Duty developers have made to reduce the skill gap. You know, they have the aim assist to be cranked up. Aim assist, they're assisting you. You now have a bunch of movement assist, the sprint assist, the sprint restore, the sprint side assist, backward assist with the movement. They're trying to make it so you don't have to hit nearly as many buttons. And frankly, I mean, I get it because they're trying to make the game easier for the average player. These guys are not average. They're not average. I wouldn't say I'm average. No average person is putting in 10, 20 days of their life into a fucking game. That is beyond average, right? You don't have to be good. That's just beyond average time. And so when you spend that much time on a game, you do become a little better than average, right? You should at least. And so when the game is made for your average person, I mean, they're trying to limit the skill gap so those people don't get punished. And that's done through the movement assist. It's done through their aim assist. It's done through their matchmaking assist, skill-based matchmaking. It's done through everything they can to try to make it so the average people can play the game, have fun, and if they do have fun, they hopefully will buy the next game or spend money in the store or whatever it may be. It is completely a sales strategy. It is about making money, bottom line.
One into Shotzi.
Now, if the aim was like it is currently, back then, it wouldn't hurt people necessarily. Good players like Scump are still good.
Find our first triple digits on the
It's not like it's if you're a good player, you'll still be good. You'll find a way. You'll get used to it. You will aim. It's not like it's going to make you. It's going to make a good player unbelievably bad, but it will make the bad players. It will raise that skill gap. Let's just say that it will raise the skill gap and kind of separate the bar. Damon, hello. I just played with Karma recently on Arc Raiders. Hopefully that game comes out soon. I'm looking forward to it. We had a lot of fun. Going up the slide. They're getting space right now. They traded out. Or like they traded spots on the hill. Watching shutters, line of sighting the left. They have people overlooking him right now as well. He doesn't frankly have a gun that can challenge there, so. God, New Optic, I don't think ever played Black Ops 2 because it looks like it. Oh my god, look at the shots! Formal, also amazing players, still missed like 4 bursts from 3 feet away.
Pillar on me. Pillar.
I mean, this is what COD is and was to me. This is what I remember as the gold days. It wasn't absurdly punishing. And because it was not, I want to point this out as well. I'm going to pause for a second. Because the game wasn't so punishing, and by that I mean people will miss shots even with the best guns in the game, you could technically outskill a player with a subpar weapon. Now, you were at a disadvantage just as you are now. If you were to go up against an Ames with, I don't know, the AK-74 or AK-47, whatever, in the current Black Ops 6, the likelihood you lose that gunfight is 90%. That's gonna be a hard one. A lot of recoil gun. You know, it's a 4-shot versus the Aim's 5-shot, higher fire rate, no recoil. With the current level of aim in the game and the assist of it, you probably are almost never going to win that fight. In a game like Black Ops 2, where it's not as easy to aim, that some of that skill that translates, that skill gap, if you're a better player, you can use a worse weapon and still have a chance here and there. That kind of seems like it's gone away in Call of Duty. Like, it just does not really feel like it exists nowadays.
He's laundering. Money. Too money. Let's get money. Jump it up right now.
Money room. Yep.
I'm holding front.
Yeah, you don't challenge the head glitch.
You were now dead.
Oh, good trade from them.
Spawn the back. They could spawn here with me.
Oh, that's a nasty heady too. I mean, look at all the missed shots though. It's not a joke. I hate to say that because it's like, I hate being that old dude like yelling at the sky like, oh, aim assist in my days, but it really is so obvious. It's nuts.
Formal's already there.
I mean, old Optic. Look at this Hellstorm. This thing was so good.
This is pretty much where you want to use all your streaks, this basketball hill.
You gotta think
He split it a little early though.
but they didn't change anything with how
Like they
nasty
never left.
Optic
They doubted our
Dynasty
boys.
is. Map 1. Not quite 100-point club.
Even this game probably feels a little different when you're playing on the controller with back buttons and stuff nowadays. Search and destroy standoff.
Now we've got standoff.
Okay, he's gonna have to throw a grenade over the fence if he's going over there to A. He's gonna watch the top of the truck to watch the cross.
Stance on top of it, next to it.
You gotta pay homage. Seth rotating back, trying to just hold the spawn here. Man advantage. Fight
Don't go
shots
in.
the middle. But it's Kenny on the other side of the map finding the first onto Krim.
It's a 2v4 now.
2v4. It's getting weird inside of L, but the L was
Wait,
handing the Shotzi that time.
2v2.
Ooh, we crossed.
Now 1v2.
It's a 1v2?
They got Deddy on. Nice. They got A control now for sure.
1v1 versus Pred.
20 seconds left on the clock.
He's on the backside of A. He has to know if he's not out in the open, he's gonna be. He would be dead. He's got to be inside of A right now.
You see him on the mini map. They are so close.
Oh, he just missed the timing.
And it's Pred with the boomstick.
With the
And they're allowing snipers.
kill cam.
I'm telling you, dude. Sniping is a different
timing.
pace.
CPU. Oh. The timing. Just let him walk
Look
in
at that.
Welcome to the scope.
Yeah.
Took 2 steps from his spawn. Didn't have to go anywhere.
No problem.
The DSR was freaking legendary.
First round of the
B23R, also really good pistol. This would probably be banned nowadays. A burst pistol that could potentially one burst, they would not allow that. And even without the one burst, it had crazy high fire rate.
Side of the gas station, Pred taking fire from the middle. He's gonna get out with his life.
Oh, Scum got the double. He went through boxes.
Looked like a Seth Shopsy masterclass, at least from where I was sitting.
Yes, Scum. With a quick flank.
Seth with the two.
This game was so good, I swear. I think I played it for 4 years on YouTube.
King of the Prince, yeah.
Still a lot of.
So like for me to play Modern Warfare 3 2 years in a row,
Good to see some
that's still half the time I played Black Ops 2 for.
damn good in the hard point.
And the games back then were better too. I played other games, but I kept going back to BO2 for a little bit here and there because it was just the best game.
Great, man.
Until it was hacked into the ground and impossible to play. Not only was the game good, and like what you're seeing with the actual gameplay, but you had the customizable player card, you had the combat records, you had lobby leaderboards, you had so much stuff that just doesn't even exist in today's Call of Duty games.
Seth is.
And again, I don't think they'll ever bring it back. The player card thing, obviously, because it was made to like, you know, put bullshit in the game that people they didn't agree with, like the racist stuff people put, whatever. The lobby leaderboard and the combat record, seeing other people's combat record, it's just another thing they do to hide noobs from being made fun of. Make the noobs lower skill gap, make them happy. If they're happy, they come back, they buy shit. It's all marketing. It's all to make
He
money.
has streaks.
Two pieces in 1 round.
So we're not going to see that either probably ever come back.
Wait, he's warmed up now.
Giving up on that, boys. We used to complain about it. Nowadays, this is kind of widely accepted, as crazy as that is.
Even.
Connects
There's
on
the
full
Ooh, Scum got 2 with the Hellfire.
Land.
Seth on a 9 streak right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
said if they went A, they have the Hellstorm to work with. Now we got Bruce in a 1v, what, 2? Not doable.
Done and dusted.
No.
The streak continues.
A is
So
pretty easy to
does
plant
the
on as long as you throw
round
grenades
streak.
over
Dynasty
and you
looks
lock
like
it out,
a
and then you have
tie
someone sit on the
ball
truck from
here on
spawn,
standoff as-
or sit on the statue, or sit on the tank with M8s.
Coming in, he's got the
It's
information.
really
Shots he has to
difficult.
push that because of the
Oh
streak.
my god.
Sethi finds 2.
They are close though in the match,
He
4-5.
used the ping.
This isn't the full game, sorry. It is showing highlights because it's on Scum's channel, so it's not the full game.
He actually used the strike too.
But you still can very obviously see the accuracy difference and the gameplay and the momentum, the movement in general is vastly different.
I thought I heard.
I don't think he used it.
Oh, he's cheesing. A lot of presence near yellow as well. Someone's gonna fight this first blood here as we get close.
So like at this point, you can see the map, right? Yeah, good. So they're trying to work B. They're trying to work B because this A is difficult to hold. It is, because if you try to plant on this side of the bomb, they can kind of just inch this head glitch on the barrel and see you a little bit. But you have people that sit on the back box here and they'll stand on the box and watch over the fence. You have people that sit on the tank and look over the top of you. You can have people sit on the truck back here and watch this cross overall and watch the flank from spawn if there's a deep flank. It's just hard to get the bomb down. And to get the bomb down, you have to throw like flashes or stuns. I can't remember about smokes. I feel like we never really used smokes in Black Ops 2. Not that I recall, at least. I feel like we a lot of the times used stuns and flashes. Mostly stuns. Because flashes took longer to throw. In this game, how they balance, in a lot of old CODs, how they balance flashes and stuns, because flashes were more annoying to deal with and like really punishing. The throw time was about 2 to 3 times slower than a stun grenade. So a stun would just be thrown. A flash would be like an underhand, real slow lob. And so that was their balancing between them.
Explosion. Kenny's gonna take that space as well. Shotzi tagged up.
Getting the bomb down on B is all about controlling the shop, though.
Because they know
It's the right call.
Because they can lay down behind the car.
Pred still snipe in hand. He is sticking to his guns quite literally.
Ooh, that was, Kenny was out in the wide open.
Oh, and Sethi! That might
with the
just be the
airstrike.
nail in the coffin.
He uses it blinding.
Top, he's flanking though. Oh, the one burst.
Airstrike.
Oh, but the trade.
There you have it. Optic Dynasty on the
I mean, dude, they would never allow M8. An M8 in today's competitive environment, absolutely fucking not. A one burst rifle with that fire rate and that strafe speed, they would ban that shit day one. And again, it might be. Goddamn, Scum popped off. Holy shit.
Oh my.
You see his Instagram caption now.
Bow down.
Should I come back?
Yeah, right.
It's already up.
All right, you guys having fun? Good God, that was loud. Y'all having fun?
Hitch,
I got
my
TTP
boy.
in the building. I'm gonna
Hitch is
talk to
awesome,
both of you
dude.
guys, we're mid-series right now. Seth, I think you just dropped like 45 kills in the S&D. I want to know, what the hell do you have to prove, man? You know, let's go over here. Let's look at the gym. What do you have to prove? Why?
It's actually funny because when we were warming up, I was like, yo, I'm getting turned on. AG turned on me like 6 times. Damon was like, check your aim assist. And my aim assist was off. So I shit, I can shoot back. But yeah, I mean, I'm just having a good time. Whenever we get to play Black Ops 2, I got to show out. So
For sure.
just having a blast.
Absolutely.
That's funny that his aim assist was off and he didn't even think to check it because that's just, it's so much less
So we want your
in this game.
review of the game. How is Black Ops 2 for the Xbox 360?
Man, fuck all that, bro. I think Dashy's tweaking. That's all I got.
CTF, again, I talked about how this could be kind of a savage game mode. If you start chaining...
I hate slums. This map sucks for search.
I mean,
Very one-sided defense-wise.
yapping to gaming, and they already have a flag. Little secrecy.
I like that in a way.
Yeah,
I like that in a
UAV.
way.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I like that.
It induces panic into the game as well, because you don't know where bro is. But Crimson,
Dude, I miss the M8.
he knows where
Honestly, the AEK was really good at the start of Black Ops 6, and it was fun to use a burst gun. It was so fun. And yet, nerfed it into the fucking ground. Nerfed it into the dirt.
Yes, that's what
That
we're
was
saying.
unfortunate.
We're saying, Pan.
Dolphin dive.
We flipped our own narrative.
Wait, Seth is behind enemy lines.
Oh, and another one.
Oh my god. Oh my god! I want to point out, he's on a fucking tear. They spawn back here. He doesn't even jump shot the corner, no slide shot, no drop shot. He just strafes and shoots. It is a lot more simple.
We are adding insult to injury at this point.
That's the sound of the police.
I mean, when you have OGs like this playing a game mode in a map that they know the spawns, they know the rotation, they know everything, versus dudes that maybe never played it,
Seth's just got to kill with a direct impact something.
it's probably just not gonna be very easy for him.
10 years from now, or 15 years from now, maybe.
Oh my god, he has the grenade launcher.
Then there's going to be the Texas Dynasty, and then there's going to be the new young guns that are 12 years old right now, just gunning.
I do not doubt it.
Yeah, they're watching out right now.
We're in it for the long haul.
All smiles from the Dynasty.
I mean,
What is there to frown about?
How could you not?
I don't think they allowed the noob tube. Well, I didn't say noob tube, but the War Machine kill streak back in the original BO2. I think they had to use that minigun.
Here's the thing. If Texas gets 100 points, they win in my eyes.
You don't have to bow down to
I forget this map name, but this was a pretty fun one for search too.
Texas. We are jumping into
Oh shit, they're getting Xbox
a
messages.
lot of classic moments on this one. And then MSMC still shooting. Still looking good. Dynasty finding themselves to the bottom of the hill first.
I still have my original Xbox 360. That does work with Black Ops 2. I did try to play and record, just a heads up. Unfortunately, it was hacked too much that I could not play.
Control that.
No, you gotta hold tree. And
have to hold
right now
tree.
they're holding everything.
Yeah.
They hold me.
Just people ruining the fun, you know? Is what it is.
Same before this.
My guess it didn't work.
Oh,
I did it on every single Xbox, but
Score streaks sent you a message.
I mean, this is how they used to play back in the day when they played tournaments anyway.
Yeah.
They're used to this. It's fine.
yeah, that's true.
Might not be a CDL era thing, but we're getting used to it.
He's on a 6.
might not be a CDL era.
Full streaks. He is the War Machine.
Like, what is happening? They're not getting 100 points.
This clip's
I'm
crazy.
telling you.
He is on a 7 spree, and we are 40 seconds in.
I mean, this room is like so annoying to deal with. It has a head glitch up to the back of their spawn, and the window jump is like a guaranteed death.
The headies back here are brutal. And
Oh my god, Karma's just tubing all of them.
everything in the lobby. A 3K with the War Machine. 115. George, my eyesight's not too good. Can you tell me what that number is right over there?
It says 200. Oh, wait. 2.
2.
Yeah, 2.
To 2.
It says 20. Oh, wait.
No, it's
Just 2.
These hills are so hard to break too.
Headshots on Seth, but it's not enough.
I did get Masters 1 when this was when I did play competitive back then.
Full streaks, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know why.
In the church.
I don't know why. Maybe because back then I still didn't have the idea as a YouTuber, as a content creator, that people don't care about your rank. So I grinded ranked.
But right now,
At least until Masters and Masters 1, which is the highest rank you get, like worldwide. and then I wouldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
So I did it one time. I didn't do it every season. I still only like Search and Destroy for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, this map, you don't see
Oh my god, it might get 10 points.
Double digits, ladies and gentlemen. That is something to celebrate as an Optic fan in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even... This isn't surprising, really. Again, you have a team that played this when it originally was out. They're very used to the aim assist difference versus the new guys are not. They know the map rotations. They know the spawn points. They know where to look. I mean, that makes a big difference. You're doing like, ooh.
That is insane. Oh, and that was Coach Barlow going like...
That's DB4. S&D Express
baby.
quickly down.
Oh my god. Great map, too. Brought it back in Cold War. It was still a great map in Cold War.
It's a flashback to Standoff just as it was the first time. Damon.
And I hope the rumor for BO7 that they're bringing maps back is true, because that is a great... I mean, this game had so many good maps. Even though a lot of them aren't that impressive, like, it's just a linear map that's like a mirror copy, like Express, or... God, what's the other map I'm thinking of? Plaza? It was still great. Still great. Love those maps. Ooh. Yeah. Good timing for him. He tried.
That's all I need right there. I mean, this team looked good in the S&D. It went to around 11. It's just the respawns in this game, they're so unique.
This map, I like to arm inside, typically. I do not like this outside A spot. It's just... It's not bad. It's just, don't love it.
Does anyone check this? Seth in the corner.
Ooh.
He finds it. He dropped a little Easter egg, too. Bomb in the hands of Kenny. It's a two-piece from Seth.
Good read. Really good read.
Seth,
I think there's a third coming, but now he has an M8 and the MSMC. It's like, ugh. This map, I prefer to use like an M8 and go inside, or M8 down the middle hall and pick them off the head glitch if I can, and then try to get inside. Or you can M8 inside the train and like look out the window for middle. There's a lot of spots, to be honest. The M8 was a monster of a rifle.
They're not even going to give him the chance to think about it.
Not even a chance.
And it looks like we're doing the exact same thing. We're
The FOV is so tiny. It's kind of weird too, looking at the FOV.
Crimson is going to find a kill though.
You look at this, you're like, oh my god. Why is it so zoomed in?
Wow.
That was a complaint for years. That was a quick round. Shit. That a lot of console guys were like, oh, a PC has an FOV slider. That's a big difference.
Is currently whooping their ass. But if I'm their coach,
I get it, but
just a second.
it ain't that big of a deal. You get used to it, that's for sure. I played for 15 years on consoles with no FOV slider. Oh no, Pred should not have gone out for that. I think he tried to jump it though, and he got Mantle instead. Oh my god.
They don't give it to him, but he is giving it to Optic Texas right now. My word.
I'm not even sure what it would feel like playing BO2 with back buttons. Never did that.
I think he's on a 5 screen, maybe one away.
I give these guys props. The new Optic guys, I mean, if you're a competitive player, you hate to lose. Anytime. Anytime. So to play this and be at a big disadvantage and get smoked on, they've lost every game. It's 4-0. Hey, I give them props.
Do whatever you want. Send Formal down mid map. He's got the AR trying to find a first pick.
Yeah, this is the lane you want to watch. It's kind of absurd.
Played with a little bit of patience.
There's a lightning though.
It's Brad running down middle map. He touched the third rail, man.
Yeah, I love that about Black Ops 2 as well. The wall bang potential was so good in this game. It was so good. And when you play some of the maps they brought back from BO2, like let's say Nuketown in Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 or whatever game, and you could no longer shoot through the house, that was the most tilting shit ever. People would you could not punish people for doing stupid peeks because you could not shoot through any of the walls. I think BO2 had a really good wall bang, like amount, maybe is the right word. Some stuff was a little ridiculous. Like shooting through the whole hot tub with LMGs on Hijacked, maybe a little bit too much. But for the most part, it was good. It was really good. You didn't have random objects that were impenetrable, which you do a lot of nowadays, so. I mean, they destroyed 5-0. That was fast. Doesn't surprise me even in the slightest. They have played the game for so long. They're all long-term COD pros. They're great players. And if you know the map of the game, these guys are old enough. They all played it. I don't know about the new Optic guys. They might be old enough that they played BO2, but I might doubt that. They probably didn't. So it's not a big surprise they won. Search was their best chance, but yeah, when you're including all the spawns and the rotations and like blocking off spawns that these guys all know on those maps, it's not even fair in Respawn. It's not even fair. Yeah, I mean, dude, Call of Duty has changed so much. We'll go back to this. COD has changed so much over time. And frankly, if what their business model shows is that if they make their game easier and more, I don't know what the word is. That's not simple because it's not simplified, but if they make their game easier to pick up and play, maybe the word is intuitive. It's more intuitive of a design than the noobs, and I say noobs not in a mean way, but the new players that come to play the game will enjoy it more. And if they enjoy it more, like I said, it's a business decision. They're going to sell more copies. They're going to sell more shit in the store. And you guys might hate that. You might hate that. But that's the way the game looks like it has been going, or it has been going that way for the last 10, 12, 15 years. So will we ever see something different? It's possible. It's totally possible. But when will that happen? I don't know. You have to wait and see. I hope you guys enjoyed the throwback to Black Ops 2. If you did, like and subscribe. We'd love to have you back for more. And like I said, if the COD games are not fun enough or good enough to play right now, maybe we just react to some of the best times we ever had in COD. Some of the best, most OG, great videos, greatest stuff of all time type stuff. You know? Thanks again. Hope you guys have a great day.